But yeah, okay, now we were saying like what age was well, like what was the age that you how 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 would they say that you jump off the porch? Like you started,
Well,
uh, going out,
I start, I
into the
start, I,
streets.
I could play ball. I like to hoop. You know what I'm saying? So, Ben, I
Yeah,
just be in. It's like
you ain't not good at
the
it.
court back in them days. Huh?
You ain't not good at it
You
now.
said I'm not good
You
at it.
ain't not good at it. I saw you see y'all play back. Yeah,
I'm not good
unless I
at it.
must be catching later on. You and who your boy there with the glasses that used to thought he was Kobe Bryant. Who you, well, old buddy who's
Watch out.
couldn't tell me he was Kobe Bryant. Wild Child. Yo, what's up with Wild Child?
Oh, I talked to him, man. He doing all right.
You know,
A
man,
lot of people
Wild
drive,
Child.
man. A lot of people ain't got them drive license. I, I ain't even got no drive
Oh yes,
license. You feel
CDLs
me?
and stuff. Say that again.
I don't got none of that.
What'd you say?
I don't got no driver license. I ain't never had none. I ain't got no driver license. I ain't never had none. I just sold my car 3 weeks ago. I said I better not drive this because I'm doing good. I ain't been in no trouble. Talking about letting me off papers too. Shit, I'm trying to get off paper. You feel me?
You know,
Yeah,
but you know what?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to get them to know this shit. Yeah.
But you know what? Like was kind of like the difference between North Carolina and South Carolina as far as like dealing with the federal, being on federal, release or probation or whatnot. Like in South Carolina, we can travel wherever we want to travel at with free will. But it strikes me that it's strange that y'all have to ask for permission to go from Charlotte to Durham or from Fayetteville to uh, Winston Salem. It's like it's in the same state, but I guess it's what because it's different districts or whatnot. Y'all have to have to get permission. I mean, did you ever question that? Like ever ask about like why was that so, or it didn't bother you none?
That shit didn't bother me none, man. I ain't want to go nowhere. You feel me? All I want to do is work and build credit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to
Yeah,
do is
man.
work and build credit.
I
My
mean,
credit score was
I
sale.
feel you, man.
Hey, look, my
Say that
credit
again.
score was 7. My credit score was 740 last year. And then these people
Dang.
called me. These
Uh
people
huh.
called me and was like, "Look, we can give you $4,500 today." Then somebody else called me. We can give you 2,500. Then somebody else called me. We can give you 1,100. Get here then.
So you got all three loans.
Yeah, get here. Uh
So
oh.
your credit
I ain't gonna
scores
be.
now.
I ain't gonna be able to pay y'all this one this month. I ain't gonna get to play A and B this month. Oh shit, I can't pay none of them this month. Can't look. Thanks for the letters. Thanks for the letters. Let me know you think about it, but I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? COVID happened. Well, cough scared the hell out you. You know what I'm
You say the
saying?
what?
A cough.
You said
Well, cough scared the hell out you. COVID happened. You know what I'm saying? That shit changed the whole world.
hold on. You say one say 45, the other one say 24 and 11. So you had like damn near over 11 bands.
If you want to count, no, I said 40. I said 45,
Mm-hmm.
25, and
Okay, my
11.
bad. I thought you said
1,100.
yeah. That's damn near that's
Yeah,
damn near
but anyway,
seven,
yeah,
8 bands.
I
Sorry,
ran
y'all. I
to,
went to Charleston County School District.
I ran into a new female, a new type, a new breed, a new type of this some Terminator shit. A new female out here.
Uh huh.
She like boys and girls. She could take she like to have it's like a big orgy when you go in there. Guess what her
Hold on.
name? And guess what her
What's
name
the name?
is?
What's that?
Sweepstakes, the fish table, arcade. That bitch is the devil. You hear me?
Hold on.
She had you.
Jack, I, I, you said a new type. That ain't new. Them
To
females
me, it
ain't new.
was. I'm talking about the arcade. I'm talking about the arcade, the sweepstakes. That computer I sit down at, that be talking to me, telling me, "Go ahead, I'm gonna give you 500, but I'm gonna take it back. But you go up to the ATM and get two more $100 and come back, and then I'm gonna take you up to 700, baby. I got you." And next thing you know, baby, go ahead, overdraft your card. I got you. Yeah, that bitch the devil. That computer, that fish table. And now they done closed them down. And I want to go play bad as shit. Yeah,
Hey, you know what? I apologize, man. I'm sitting
yeah.
there thinking you talking about an actual female. You talking about ATM.
Yeah, I'm talking about ATM, the casinos. I mean, sweepstakes, the arcades where you go in there and play them fish tables and play Sunfire and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They done shut. I heard they shut them down now. But yeah, that's a female, man. She talk out you all your money.
That's a fe-
She mess with your friends and everything.
Hey,
You feel me?
hold on.
No
Hey, hold
bullshit.
on. Hey, Jack. When did you realize that
Yeah.
you had a talent and like and I wouldn't matter of fact I wouldn't even say a talent because I would say like when did you realize that you had that uh je ne sais quoi, if I used it correctly, of that it was you had that natural ability to make people laugh, like you was always like that. I mean,
Uh,
did you used to crack jokes? Did you
Let
used to
me.
did you like to try to make your mama laugh right before you get your ass
Had,
cut, and just to try to get out of ass cut?
had you not broke that down and defined gender psyche or whatever you just said? What did you say? Gender. What did you say?
Je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi.
Gender psyche.
I mean,
Gender
I'm gonna
psyche.
be honest with you. To me now, I believe I used it in the right form, but hey, I went to Charleston County School District, so blame it on them. If I didn't use it right, damn so Sean corrected me. Shit, but
But
I can't
you know
spell
what you
and I
did. You
can't
know what
act.
you did. Right. But yeah. So
Uh-huh.
like I say, man. I was short coming up. I was short. I was very scary.
Hold on,
So
you
the
say you
only
were short.
way I was short and
You say
scary.
you were short. But Jack, you act like you damn
Yeah, I was
7 foot
short.
right now. You about 5'10", 5'11", so you still short. I
I'm
mean, you
five
taller than
eight
me, but
and some change. Yeah, I'm 5'8" and
hold
some
on.
change.
But you were
Yeah,
saying that just now, like you damn six, like 6'7", 6'7", you know. But go ahead.
yeah. But yeah,
You
so
see, you were short and
it was
scary.
basically, yeah. So I would try to befriend ones I was scared of some type of way, and only way I started doing it, that I make them laugh, and then they wouldn't mess with me. You know what I'm saying? So when we moved to that new neighborhood, I went to school with the cats from the Ville, from Earl Village and Piedmont Court. There's some wild boys, and we're in the 6th grade. I ain't know it's. I heard somebody say got caught smoking sex, and I asked myself, I'm saying, how the hell do he smoke sex? I'm thinking he talking about sex,
You
but
said
he said
sex?
cess. I ain't know what cess. Yeah, I
Oh,
thought he talking about sex, but he
yeah,
said cess. You feel me? I'm
yeah,
thinking he saying he
sis.
smoked some
Yeah,
sex. I was
we.
like, right, yeah. I ain't know. Yeah, we're in the 6th grade. I ain't got no business knowing what sex is. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
But like I say, to making people laugh, man, nobody mess with me. Except this girl. This girl, she beat me up like for like a year and a half, but that really don't count.
Hold on. You say she beat you up. You say she beat you up for like a year and a
Yeah,
half.
bro.
So
About a
your
year and a
sister.
half, man. She
So your sister. You say your
yeah,
sister named Nee. Need,
Nina.
that's her name, Need?
Yeah,
Nina.
yeah,
For a
Nina.
year and a
Nina.
half, Nina
Her
had to
name
get this
Nina.
girl off your ass.
I took my sister down there. The girl told me she said I ain't been messing with him. I said, uh-huh. I hit her with the uh-huh. Uh-huh. She said, Nina, I ain't mess with your brother. I swear I ain't. She said, I don't be putting your hands on my brother. Next day she said, I'm gonna beat your ass from telling your sister. And she beat me up again. Took my big
And you
green
can't
apple.
tell.
I had a big sweet green apple. Took that big green apple and smashed on my forehead in front of everybody.
Now you know
Embarrassed.
I can. You know what? I can respect by you saying it doesn't count because that's a female. I gotta answer. Was she bigger than you?
Nope. We was in the same grade, but see people like that, like she come up, her mom, she probably was coming in one of them environments where, and which is not okay. It's really not okay that I got older, where
Uh huh.
parents talk to kids like you talking to an adult on the corner. And
Yeah,
then this kid go to school and use the words that they hear from you and get caught when you get mad at them because they heard you talk like that, so they talk like that.
I understand. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so through
Also,
that, through making people laugh, kept people off of me.
but you know what? I mean, even though that may be the case because of the environment, but you gotta think about it. Females do mature faster than males, anyhow. You know, a woman can reach maturity what they say, like can actually think on a higher and more mature and intelligent level at 18, but it takes a male like 20 up to 21 to 24 years old. So I mean,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
say.
And that's the thing. See, at this point, I had never been intimate with a girl in sixth grade. We used to do it pants up. That's the safest way to do it, pants up. You know what I'm saying? So I was behind on a lot of shit. But her friend told me, say, Jap, you know why she messaged you? Say she like you. I'm like, dog, she wasn't the most attractive one, you know what I'm saying? But she stayed beside my partner, and I could particularly remember one day I go down there, I'm going to my partner's house, and I got to pass her house, and she's sitting on the porch. So she tell me to come here. And she got on these little short yellow shorts. Short. I'm talking about shorter than the ones Magic Johnson and Larry Bird used to wear. It was short shorts. And she had her legs open. She was talking to me. And a circular of nets was buzzing around. I was like, ah, damn. You know,
Hold up, hold up. Uh-huh.
yeah. The nets was circling around down there by the peach cobbler. I said, ain't need no peach cobbler no more. But it was just like I say, man. I was behind on a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? I was
But you
behind,
have to,
man.
you
But
have to, you get a pass for that because, you say you was in the sixth grade. So at that time, you were
right,
like 11 years old. But let me ask you this here. Was she the one that
uh,
took your virginity?
no, no, hell no, hell no. She wasn't. Like I say, she wasn't the cute one. She wasn't the one that, you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't. I wasn't. You know what I'm saying. I wasn't attracted to her.
I understand that. So like
But I felt
from
I felt for her because her mom, her like she's a, I guess her mom they used to like to drink. You know what I'm saying? Was alcoholics. So her and her brother might be outside all damn night whenever they want to. They never got whoopings like but
uh-huh.
I got whoopings. I got whoopings. You know what I'm saying and stuff.
Yeah,
You
cause
know.
like
But
I guess 'cause you had Big Mama. That's what you had call your grandmama Big Mama.
yeah, yeah. I had the original Big Mama. I had the one. They tell you, you never got to worry about getting no switches. No, my grandma didn't do no switches. Unplug that drop cord. Well, you know that. Well, you know that extension cord do to your skin. That wire and that wire, that little leather wrapped around that little wires. And man, look, that drop cord, man, so it's different. My
Hey, so
grandma get hold to it, she gonna tip.
also you So you also felt the wrath at the remember growing up. I mean, you're a little older than me, but I remember when I was younger, they used to have them wooden spoons and big behind forks on the wall. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Y'all
we
didn't
ain't
ever
had
had
it.
that? You didn't have that?
Yo, I know which ones you're talking about. We ain't had it at our crib. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, she still had the mason jars with the stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? So people don't know about that. That's that fresh. That's that good food. That's that stuff that they grew in organic. They grew that stuff and put it in jars some kind of way. She had those joints. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
But it was something fascinating. It was something fascinating about seeing a guy wearing a Puma sweatsuit or Adidas sweatsuit with the shell toe Adidas,
Uh
and
huh.
there's something fascinating about seeing him get out the car and people rushing up to him. There's something fascinating about you got a different woman again. You know what I'm saying?
So by you saying that, right? Because I know you said you had your grandmother and your mother. I could be mistaken, but was your father in your life?
He was what's his name, man. He was around. I mean, my pops did like I say, my pops did the best he could. You know, he is. I'm telling you, I'm telling you something. My dad was a man of man, man. He listen. When
Uh
I
huh.
tell you he don't want he's the type that don't want no one's help. When he was here, God, he
Uh
passed
huh.
away in 2019.
Oh, sorry. Oh
But
yeah.
he don't. He was
Okay.
the
Yeah.
kind. Yeah, so he
Mm-hmm.
was the kind of man like he's not one. He ain't wanting your help. He ain't gonna accept. He gonna
Mm-hmm.
take. He gonna happily decline. But if like especially to his elders or just
Uh huh.
people in general, he just respectful. He moved differently, man. You know what I'm saying?
You say,
So you know what
hold
I'm
up.
saying.
What did you
But
say about you said to the elders he was respectful or disrespectful?
he was respectful.
Oh,
He
okay. Yeah,
respected
I
the
feel
elder.
you. But you know what?
Yeah,
But you know what? You know what? Like, um, how can I say this? Like, the reason why I asked you about your father, because when you said that, it was something like seeing guys, with the Puma sweatsuit and the shell toes, and how you was attracted by that. So it kind of led me to think of, you know, assume had the assumption that okay, maybe he didn't have that male, that father figure in the household. And I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know, like I deserve the Father of the Year award because I'm gonna be honest with you. I became a father at the age of 15. You know what I'm saying? I
right.
became a father at
Dang.
the age of 15, and like weeks prior to my oldest daughter being born, I got shot. But weeks prior to that, I got arrested driving without a license. My first time ever being encountered with the police. But I can one thing like being in prison, and I can assume that you can attest to this here. You know, you get a lot of you get a chance to actually sit back, sit down, and reflect, and
Yeah.
be as it may, you get to realize that okay, and accept, because one thing you can't do, you can fool or lie to everybody, but you can't lie to yourself. And when
Right.
I got my time, when I sat down and I went through what I went through, I had to realize that because when I went to prison in 2006, I was married. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I used to always be mad because she didn't move the way that I wanted her to move when I was in prison, and she dipped off. And I used to be like, man, she could accept the good, but she can't accept the bad. But I had to realize that I wasn't the best husband, and I also had to realize that it was three different women because I got five children by three different women, and I left each
Mm.
woman to raise my children, even though I was there and in their lives. But it's a difference between you being in their lives and they growing up in the household with you. And that's why, and I commend any woman, what I'm saying, that raises
Right.
their children, what I'm saying, without a man being in the household, regardless of he's a deadbeat, incarceration, or death. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a strong woman, and I commend it. because I told all three of my baby mothers. Well, I lied too because of too because me and the oldest my oldest daughter mother that was my daughter was we was cool but we had that type of relationship. But the last two that I knew because I was of age that I hurt and I scarred because of my
Right.
selfishness and I wanted more of the streets and the accolades and I got caught up in who I was and my reputation because I mean I'm not gonna lie to anybody. At the age of 25, I've been the richest dude in my neighborhood. I mean, at at, at the age of 25, there was no one on my age that had as much money as me. You know what I'm saying? I was messing with six figures at the age of 25. I'm flying out to DC. I'm a Howard Homecoming. I'm going to Ohio. You know what I'm saying? But I got caught up in that because of things that I'll reveal later on when I do my own, sit down and talk about it. But it's like I got caught up in that, and
Right.
by me
But
being caught up
but
in that situation, I end up scarring these two women who I'm gonna be honest, like I don't want to call them baby mothers. You know what I'm saying? I'll call them the woman that had my children, that bore my children, that gave my children life. These were the two
right.
best women I ever had in my life. Like these two women, I knew I love me unconditional, but I was so naive and stuck and young and headstrong to see it. And I know I scarred all both of them. But I say that to say this here. When I came home and had time to reflect, I apologized to them and I commend them because I was gone for 7 years. So by me being
Right.
gone for 7 years and my children grew up, shit, I cannot take account and credit for the 7 years that I was absent, even though I was there prior to that. But by them growing up, adolescents, preteens, the teen, and being able to graduate, I didn't have any hand in it. So I can't take credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say,
Right.
yeah, no, they did that. And all praises due to Allah. I can say that my two sons, like I got five children, all of them graduated high school. But I could also say that my two sons never went to prison. They never went to street
That's
life.
what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
They
up.
didn't follow. They didn't
Yeah.
follow their father's footsteps, even though I was like, the man and God to them. But I'm glad they didn't follow my footsteps. But I'm also proud of the fact that the women that bore my children, they done a phenomenal job. You know what I'm saying? With the bullshit and the triflingness that I had, because to me I was thinking that being able to provide and getting them every 2 weeks and during the summer and that was enough. But now it's more than that because they were getting up when the children were sick. They were getting up, you know what I'm saying? When it's and I did what I did, what I thought I was, but at the same time, they didn't go. I said I was doing these things to provide, but I didn't have to because they
Right.
provided and persevered without stepping in the streets, and they raised my sons. Both my sons graduated, never went to streets. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't mean to go on this rant and take it away from you, but tell me like what when you went because I don't know if you want to say what caused you to go to the feds because I never asked you because I'm gonna be honest with you,
What?
Jack. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
I used to try to figure
Yeah.
out
So,
what in the hell get Jack in prison
okay.
because you don't
Okay.
carry the demeanor of a stick up kid. You don't carry the
No.
demeanor of you don't carry the demeanor of a hustler. And one thing you never did. I mean, I can only attest for the interactions I had with you. You ain't never you never you might crack jokes and try to make people laugh, but you always been 100, and you always stood ten
Yeah.
toes. And if it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. And you never had like when they say you go to the feds, like the army, you can be all you can be, but when you go to the feds, you can be everything you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You never
Right.
try to be braggadocious, even though your skills at basketball ain't chicken honey iced tea. And we used to have many arguments about talk. Man, used to make me. I used to be like, man, we could be talking about this, and you be talking about, man, but they can't touch Ice Cube. I'm like, but yeah,
Yeah.
but
So,
anyway, I mean, like, go ahead.
but it's like I got into a so you learn laws. So it's like when you kidnap someone, If you move someone
Mm-hmm.
from one place to another, that's considered kidnapping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knew
Five. If you
something
move
like
from
that?
5 feet, if you move from 5 feet against their will, yeah. That's
Yeah,
how
who
I
knew
know in
something
South
like that?
Carolina. If you moving from 5 feet or from one room to another, that's considered kidnapping. Yeah.
Or who knew or thought about if you played the middleman to bridge the gap?
Yeah. Uh huh.
That's a conspiracy.
Yeah. But,
So
but you
they
know
done
what?
changed stuff. So they done changed stuff, changed laws. I would have never gotten to this had they been changing laws like they do now. Like they'll rather catch you with it, not go by what he said or he said. You understand what I'm
And
saying?
you know what? And you know what's so crazy? It's like dealing with my situation, right? I'm taking from personal experience, and I know a lot of people talk about it, but it's proof, it's evident because the officers that arrested us,
Right.
come to find out, shit, one of the officers was actually on suspension the date of our arrest. Another one was forced to
Oh.
another one was forced to resign. But it's like they it's like conjure like the federal prosecutor. We had three guys that wrote. Now they said we had a total of like 29 people that wrote statements, but the government only accepted three. But the three that they accepted was jumping on different cases of you for the prosecutor if you was to go to trial. And one thing that was really so funny in our situation, the handwriting for the actual statement and the handwriting on the envelope to send it was two different things. So you couldn't say if the guy who wrote the statement actually wrote the statement or he wrote the information to mail it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like go to
But
like to what you
you
were
know,
saying, like what people don't understand, like dealing with and I became real like learning a lot by being there and I moved different when I came home. Like people don't understand. I come and I knock on your door. I'm like, man, hey man, let me get some. You know, who got some white? And you be like, man, them boy down the street. And just by you saying them boy down the street, and me being,
yeah,
I can be wild. I get them locked up. But just by you saying them boys down the street,
that yeah,
now you caught up in a
right, right,
conspiracy and you didn't really have no benefit, no
right.
gain. You know, because it freaked me out that you can have co-conspirators in a conspiracy. I mean, you can have
And don't even
co-defendants
know,
in a conspiracy and don't even know them, never met them.
don't even know.
I'm like,
Never met him, never met him. But you know what?
so I'm like,
Like I said,
how could we conspire if I never met you? You know what I'm saying? I remember when I
right.
was, because I like to watch news and be up on certain things. And I remember when Hillary Clinton said this here. Hillary Clinton said, yeah, when they were talking about Bill Clinton, she said, you mess around with me, I will prove to you that conspiracy doesn't exist. You got to think about it. In the federal system, they move the goalposts every time because a conspiracy is supposed to be you and I conspire. How could a man I never met, officer, me and him, he never met, never talked? How could we be co-defendant and be in a conspiracy if I don't even know this man?
Right, but you know what? That's the way they do. Like say if they just build a link together. They just link everybody together. Like if this guy deal with this guy, and then this guy he deal with that guy, and so forth and so on. So all of them in that Western, that's how they put that stuff together. But like I say, man, you know, I learned a lot, learned a lot,
Uh-huh.
saw a lot. I did for 35 grams of something that they did not get. They said foreseeable. They used the word
Uh-huh.
foreseeable. So I had to go
Hold
look
up,
that
hold up,
up.
hold up.
I said,
Now I can understand when like foreseeable, like you can see it in the future. But I try to figure out how did they try to use that in your indictment, like this 35 grams that's foreseeable, like someone was saying they was going to purchase it in the future. That's what they were saying. Like you and
they
someone
saying that
spoke
they
and you said
saying
I got 35, I'm gonna give it to you and
what
explain
they
that.
saying what they saying from December '02 to January '03.
Mm-hmm.
Some transactions that took place,
Mm-hmm.
according to them, though they didn't get no drugs. It was foreseeable
Mm-hmm.
that I had my hands in it. So they said foreseeable 35 grams, but less than 50 of crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
35 grams, less than 50. I still got 262 months. I had a law African female lawyer. You wore a lot of jewelry, about like Mr. T. She wore a lot of jewelry like that. Her name was Chica
Uh-huh.
Akablaka. Yeah, her
Uh-huh.
name was
Whoop.
Chica Akablaka or something. Okawa. She was an African woman. I don't know what tribe she
Uh-huh.
was from. But she come to court, she do like this little dance. It start raining outside. You feel me? Then she come to the table, she pull out folders, and then she start naming off people. And then she say, "You not Ronald Reagan?" I said, "No." "Are you Jimmy Carter?" I said, "No." I said, "Those are presidents." She said, "Oh my fault, I got the wrong folders." Damn. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to go to court with. A woman that came in there, do a rain dance. It started raining outside. She got photos of presidents. I think she's doing some kind of book report. Or then she might pull out a thing and say, "Are you Timothy Adams?" I'm like, "No." "Are you Jerry Johns?" No. "My name is Japlin Cureton." And she's, "Oh yes, Mr. Cureton. Oh yes." But when I asked her, she
Hold on,
said,
hold
"If
on,
you
hold
take
on.
this plea now," yeah.
So you only time you were seeing your lawyers when you went to pre-trial? She ain't never came to visit you to the
No,
county jail or
no,
nothing?
no. She came visit me one night. I was surprised because it was like it was after it was nighttime and she came down there. She had a plea in her hand. She said, "If you go ahead and sign this plea now, they're gonna give you it's supposed to be like six, it's on the lower part of the on the census sheet 87 to
Uh-huh.
108 months." I said, "Bet."
She.
I
Uh-huh.
signed it. I feel like you know what I'm saying. She don't rush down here for that. I feel like I'm getting 87 to 108 months. Might give me the low end. That judge said
Yeah, see, I'm like,
262 months.
yeah.
I said
Hold on. How you
262
sign?
months.
How you sign for one
Huh?
thing, 87 to 100 or
Lost
something?
along with the God. Ha. Yeah, I'm laughing cause the joke is on you. Niggas betted against me, niggas, I made it through the storm. Ha. Yeah, I'm laughing cause the joke is on you. I got the last laugh, so I'm laughing my ass off. Nothing I say I was gonna make it happen, then until I checked, you never did believe in me, don't lie. All the talkers now, spelling out control. That's the latest gossip. Anybody know the gossip? No, that's a bunch of nonsense. The ready baby boys will go get her, depends on them nigga. If I want it, I'll go get it, just don't be no way be getting it. Since my loyalty's been used against me, I see them moving different. Way before coronavirus, I've been practicing social distance. I learned from past mistakes with my problems, so to talk so loosely is not your words that I don't understand. Your action that confuses me. My cousin bang a favorite phrase, they same sandwich. Yeah, how can I say the same with the way I'm draping my fashion?
Thank you for enjoying another episode of Grand Family First Podcast, where you're not a listener, you're a part of the family.